Hey guys, Adam is back again. I know, for another video already. I'm crazy, right? What am I doing? I'm doing a video guitar lesson for the song Charon, which is the opening track from the Empty Bed, which was my last record. Following a request from a lovely fan on Facebook a few months ago. He asked for tabs, actually, but I don't really have the inclination or the time to write out an entire tab, so I'm doing a quick video thing, which will go play each main riff fast as well as slow, and I kind of do a talky breakdown thing of each section. For reference, I'll kind of put a chord sheet together for you guys to look at, along with the tab, the lesson, sorry, in case I don't explain chords good. Below is a link in description. And what else do you need to know? I play this on a 7-string tuned to drop A, so from low to high is A, E, A, D, G, B, E. But with the way the song is written and played, you could easily do this on a detuned or baritone 6 and just omit the high E, and will work equally as well. So I hope you guys enjoy and get something out of it. If you want to play the song yourself, following this, if you have requests for other songs or sections of songs, drop me a comment or a message on Facebook, and I'll be happy to oblige, assuming I remember the riffs. Okay, watch now. Riff number 1. Okay, so I've gone to a cleaner setting to do the up-close demos of each riff. The opening one is all pretty much based off a single chord shape. You're starting up on the 9th fret, with the chord shape being on the low A and E, just the 9th fret, 12 on the high A, then 11 and 13 up here on the G, gives you that shape. So that's that first chord in essence. That little variation there is just sliding the index finger up to the 10th fret, and then 10 open that was, if you didn't hear that. And then you go back to the 9th fret there. Then for the next section, you're sliding down, the shape stays the same on the left hand. You're sliding down starting to the 4th fret, so that's 4 on the low A and E, 7 on the A, 6 on the D, and 8 up here on the G. And you follow that chugging pattern. And then the only change here is releasing the index finger, making low A and E open. Riff number 2. So the next riff is really two guitars more or less playing the same thing. One's doing more chordy things, and the other one's more playing on the single, or outlining the main sort of melody notes, I guess, and playing a bit on the octaves of the riff. So the first guitar, is mostly playing on the lowest two strings. So the first chord, I guess, is, and it's all mixed in with just low A's, open, gent style. So the first chord is 2nd fret on the low A and 4th fret on the E, going into 4th fret on the low A and 7th fret on the E. So then back to there, and then this variation is just barring on the 4th fret for the low A and the E, 6th fret starting on the higher A, and doing that hammer there, so onto the 7th fret on the A, higher A. So and you just return back to that chord, back to opens, and back to this chord. And the last variation here is a barring on these 2nd fret on the low A and E, and you sort of pull off from the 4th fret on the E, which hopefully make more sense when you watch the slow version of the riff. So that second half of the riff from and that's where you slide into the chord progression. So the first bit is emulating that chord from the opening riff, starting on the 9th fret. So the exact same chord. You slide that down to barring the 2nd fret, playing the 4th fret on the, where am I? D and G strings. And then the 3rd chord is playing open, and then you play an octave, starting on the high A, and the 6th fret up here on the G string. So, and you play a sort of angular low-high sort of riff pattern thing. And you kind of, when you hit that octave there, you can kind of dig in on the low strings there too. The second guitar follows the same pattern for that first half of the riff, but it's just playing the single notes, like I said. So starting on the 4th fret, up to the 7th fret on the E, and after this hammer-on bit, it plays 6th hammering onto the 7th fret on the low A, and then back to the 4th fret on the E. So it's outlining the same notes, like I said. So back up to the 7th fret, and the same pull off on the E string from the other riff, 4-2-4 on the E. And then this guitar moves into some octaves. There's two variations that it plays. The first one starting at the 9th fret on the E string, low E I guess, up to the 12th fret, up to the 14th fret. So that's the first variation. The second one, the first two octave chords are the same, 9th, 12th, and then you can either go up to the 16th fret, so, or being on a 7th string, you can also go up to the high A on the 11th fret, which I played in the demos. Riff number 3. So that that last sort of closing out riff. Again, all based on some very similar chord shapes, but it's kind of just a low-high pattern. Starting on the second fret on the low A and E, and then the high note is just the 4th fret on the high A. So the pattern is, you know, low strings and then accenting on the high note there. So the second chord shape, if you can call it that, is just opens instead of the 2s on the low strings. And the way I played it, I wasn't very careful with muting the low strings, kind of sounded cool. Then the same chord shape starting at the 5th fret, so barring the 5th there on the low A and E with the 7th fret as the accent, and the same shape again up on the 9th fret. That's 11 on the high A.